Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back to Yorkshire Media One. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. Yes, I am cheaper and better than the BBC. I bring you the facts and I bring you the truth. Now, the truth of the matter is, what we're talking about today is supermarkets ripping you off with prices and things like that. And I think, honestly, yes, they are. You go into Iceland, I mean, their prices are rocketing, literally rocketing. I mean, if you don't have that bonus card, you can't get any other meals what I've done a taste test on, like the lasagna and the cottage pie, for a quid. You need the bonus card to get it for a quid, which I think is wrong, in my opinion. But there you go. But that's just my opinion. But when you look at prices in Iceland, I mean, you get Greggs sausage rolls, you get two in a box, £4. Now, it's not worth it. I mean, Iceland's luxury range, you get two jumbo sausages wrapped in bacon. They call them pigs in blanket, £4. Now, you go to Aldi, you get four sausages, told in the oven. They call it a Yorkshire pudding wrap. Four sausages. It says it'll feed four people. No, it won't. I saw it on Ball Foodies guy's channel where he got this Aldi wrap, and it'd only feed one person, in my opinion. It really would. But £5.99, no, no, no. So, in my own eyes, it's like it's same as all the supermarkets: Morrison's, Asda, Sainsbury's, Lidl, Aldi. There's no cheap supermarkets anymore. B&M are pretty cheap, but they're getting that way as well. So in my mind, yes, we've been literally ripped off, this Christmas by our supermarkets. But whose fault is that? With this runaway economy of ours, we have a runaway cost of living. It is a runaway cost of living emergency, and government are doing nothing about it. Governments in the past have capped supermarket shops and things like that on food, what is essential, but they haven't done it this time. So why? Well, Rishi Sunak, who is our Prime Minister, he's a multi-billionaire. He doesn't see the reason why food should be capped, because he can afford it. So it's the old motto, I'm alright Jack, stuff you, sort of thing. And that's the problem with Rishi Sunak. He's a weak Prime Minister, he won't stand up to anybody, and things like that. So prices are rocketing, literally, because they haven't capped them. There should be a price cap, and I've always said this. In any kind of recession, there's always a price cap. They've done it in other recessions, but why not this one? Because they don't care. Rishi Sunak's government does not care about the people of the United Kingdom, and it's as simple as that. And supermarkets don't care. I mean, let's face it, supermarkets make a big profit each year, and they do. Their profit margin should be able to pay for their own diesel, but what they're doing is they're shoving up the price. We'll do some luxury mince pies. We can charge £2.50 for them. If you go to Sainsbury's and you go to, say, Sainsbury's Pioneer range, it's £2.10, £2.20 and things like that. It's high end. Mr. Kipling, they're selling Mr. Kipling 6 pieces of Christmas cake. It's only 6 small pieces, £3. It is ridiculous. It is stupid. Meat, what we have every day, that's rocketing in price as well. So is chicken, so is lamb. Lamb's the most expensive at the moment. Pork's expensive, and things like that. What used to be cheap is now way, way expensive. And it's branching, and it's literally branching and nudging into luxury food. So in other words, it's coming out of the range, even of the working class. It's as simple as that. It's going into the rich. It's going into the range where millionaires are really thinking, I can have turkey, but you can't, you know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, what needs to be done? Well, Rishi Sunak needs to get off his backside and start price capping supermarkets and start saying, look, we're price capping supermarkets at 2019 prices. So all supermarkets would have to roll back the prices to 2019, everything, and cap it at that. Price cap it at that, and price cap it for 5 or 6 years. just cap it at that, and make sure that they don't raise it at all. That's what needs to happen. Under the Conservatives for this past 13 years, we've seen nothing but the rise of more and more and more food banks. Now, food banks were supposed to be temporary in the last recession, but it's become the norm, and this is not on. This is, food banks should not be the normal. They should not be. They are funded by charity, literally by charity, by people taking in food. I bought some food for you, and that's how it's done, basically. And you can get recommendation. I think Job Centre can recommend you, or the Citizen Advice can recommend you as well to a food bank. They give you the form. It's all filled in. You sign it and you hand it over, and you go there, and you can go there 3 or 4 times to get essential food. Basically, you give them the food, what will make it, at least a couple of meals and things. It will help ease the burden of your shopping and make your money stretch a little bit further than what it should do. And it's things like that, They give you tins and stuff like that, so you get more or less a decent amount of food, and a lot of food banks, they are essential to people's lives at this moment in time, because the government have let it become that. The government have basically, funded it. You know what I mean? Thinking, well, this will help. No, it doesn't help. It won't help, because you think it's the norm, and it's not the norm. The norm is the government should step in now with the big feet and say, look, enough is enough. We're going to price cap all the food, essential food, what you buy in a supermarket, blah 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 blah. It's all going to be rolled back to 2019 prices and stuff like that. That's what they should have done right at the beginning of this recession. What happened it all started in 2020 really, but we was going into recession in 2018, 2019, but slowly going in. But Boris Johnson came in with a stupid idea of going into lockdown. Lockdown just accelerated it and stuff like that. A lot of people blame Brexit. It's nothing to do with Brexit to what happened to our economy. It is all about the lockdown. The main thing, the lockdown mainly when it shut everything down. That's when the economy slumped badly and hard. And back then, there should have been price capping food at supermarkets, because back then, when supermarkets were open, because they were classed as essential, they were charging what they wanted. You know what I mean? They were upping the price because, there's only us. You can't go anywhere else for your cheap shopping. I could, and I did. You know what I mean? Because there were my local shop, and my local shops are like a mini mart, and that were pretty cheap. Even that's getting expensive now. You know what I mean? You buy 3 or 4 things from there, it's 15 quid. It is ridiculous, and that's Premier Inn at Wakefield. But also, this is the thing, we should support local businesses. We really should, like your local butcher and things like that. Yes, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but that's what we should do. You either use it or you're going to lose it. Remember the old saying for the post office? Use it or lose it. Well, that's what's going to happen here with your butchers and things like that. Use them or lose them, and it's as simple as that. And it's same with farm shops, you know what I mean? We're either going to be using these farm shops or we're not. And at the moment, farm shops seem more appealing. Yes, you might pay a little bit more for it, but at least you know where it's come from. It's come from a farm, you know what I mean? And it'd be decent food as well. It won't be imported crap like Iceland does. Iceland imports a lot of meat, sausages and things like that from Poland and things like that. And go in and find out and you'll know that it's true. And things like that. But Iceland's range, luxury range, I mean, 10 Brussels sprouts wrapped in, bacon, small frozen Brussels sprouts, 4 quid, where you can go and get your own Brussels sprouts and your own bacon for £2.40 and make them yourself cheaper. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. It really is. And everyone will say, oh, well, it's Christmas time. No. Go back. Just go back. Go back way before Christmas. Prices at Iceland were on the rise, even with the luxury brand, really on the rise. You know what I mean? It just happens to be Christmas when people are complaining. But no, their luxury range were, 10 sprouts for £4. Way before Christmas. I'll tell you that now. Because my local one, you know what I mean? Luxury range. Or because to put luxury on it, that gives them the excuse to up it more money. It doesn't in that way. There's nothing luxury about sprouts. There's nothing luxury about sausages or anything like that. They just put that wording on to rip people off. That's what Iceland do. They rip people off. Yes, there is some cheap stuff in there, but like I said, you need that bonus card. If you haven't got the bonus card, it's like at Sainsbury's. If you haven't got the Nectar card, you can't get cheap deals. Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as that. It's wrong. I know it's wrong. But, if you got a Nectar card, yeah, I can knock you off £6. It's bullshit, isn't it? You know what I mean? Why don't you do that for everybody? Not only, stop doing what you're doing and stop favouritising Nectar card, because that's what Sainsbury's does. That's what Iceland does with bonus card. If you haven't got bonus card, you're paying this much, you know what I mean? And things like that. You shouldn't need to use a app to get cheap food. That's wrong. Iceland are making you beg for it. So is Sainsbury's. And Asda is as well. And Morrison's is as well. It's as simple as that. All the supermarkets are making you beg, literally, for cheaper food. And it's wrong. You know what I mean? Aldi's own make should never be that high up. You know what I mean? $5.99 for 4 sausage rolls and a Yorkshire pudding, which is toading the old, really. £4 for that. What only feeds one person? That's disgusting. It's ridiculous, and it really is. I mean, it sounds unreal, but you go around your local supermarket and you'll find out the prices are literally on the rise, and they are on the rise. Literally, they've been on the rise for at least 3 or 4 months now, and they keep going up. Each week I go into my local supermarket down there at Sainsbury's. Prices have gone up, literally gone up, and things like that. The fast become, the fast out pricing themselves. There's no need for this. There's no need to make customers pay for their diesel or anything like that. They're making profits. Their profits will cover everything. They should be passing on. This is what supermarkets were invented for, was to pass on cheap food to other people. Same as like Iceland and farm foods. They were designed to get you the food, sell food in mass quantities, but cheaply, if you know what I mean. And that's what they built their name and reputation. But Iceland seems to be junking that name, and well, look, we're the most expensive, and they are at the moment. In Wakefield, they are the most expensive. You know what I mean? People can defend them all they want, but at the end of the day, they are ripping you off, left, right, and centre. Everything. Iceland, farm food. Well, farm foods I don't know about really, but Iceland for definite. And like Marks and Spencers and Sainsbury's, Morrison's and Asda, Lidl and Aldi, they're literally ripping people off. They're ripping people apart. People cannot really afford a lot of money this Christmas. But supermarkets are hell on intent on helling on 10 on, charging you more money for what you need for essential food. It's wrong. Like I say, supermarkets were designed to sell as a whole, to stock many foods at once and sell them off cheaply. At the moment, they're selling them off very expensively. You know what I mean? So they're really breaking the contract with the public, literally. This is why I've got to go to 3 or 4 different supermarkets just to get what I want, cheaply. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It is stupid. So is supermarkets ripping you off? In my mind, yes. This is my opinion. Yes, supermarkets are definitely ripping you off this Christmas. Definitely. By selling stupid things like 10 Brussels sprouts wrapped in bacon. Come on, Iceland. You can do a lot better than that. You really can. You know what I mean? Even their party food is ridiculously priced. It is so expensive. Why would you buy it? I mean, if even working class are struggling to put food on the table, and they're working. They're literally working. People who are working are struggling to put food on the table. Literally. And supermarkets are not helping. They're making things worse, a lot worse. because the government haven't price capped them, and that's what they need to do. Sainsbury's and all the supermarkets what I mentioned are running away with having runaway profits. They literally are. You know, it's in a runaway economy and runaway pricing up as well. And the pricing up food, what used to be £1, over £2 to £3, it's not worth that. It really isn't. You know what I mean? And if you get cheap food, it's like this. You know, if you get a cheap, I mean, I got a cottage pie and that were okay. But if you look at cottage pies in like Sainsbury's and that, you're getting 200 grams for free, for £3. Or if you buy it for £1, you're getting 100 grams for £1. You're paying more for less, basically. And that's what you're getting from supermarket. Yeah, you're paying more and getting less in quantity and less in your pocket as well, because they're ripping you off. It's as simple as that. And people can't see it. I can. I see it all the time. I see it every day. I see it down at my local shop. I mean, my local shop, I know it's going to be expensive, but it shouldn't be that expensive. It really shouldn't. Essential food needs to be price capped by this government. And Rishi Sunak hasn't done it. He hasn't got a backbone. He's a very weak Prime Minister. So, Rishi Sunak, you need to hang your head in shame and that, and you need to resign, because you're no good as a Prime Minister. You know what I mean? You're a multi-billionaire. You don't need to be in the job. So step aside and let someone who knows what they're doing lead the country. It's as simple as that. I mean, the Conservative Party themselves, by getting rid of Boris Johnson, have sunk themselves. There's no way they can win the next general election. I can't see how they can lose it neither. But it's like Labour. They can't win the next general election, but I can't see how they can. How they can't win, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be voting for these. You shouldn't be voting for Conservative, and we shouldn't be voting for Labour, because you're just going to get the same old thing. Same. Higher prices in your supermarkets, and it's as simple as that. They are literally trying to price poor people out of the market. You know, in other words, poor people shouldn't be eating. This is all wrong. This is the thinking of government and the opposition. They both think the same. Everyone in House of the Parliament are thinking exactly the same, and they really are. Yeah, I mean, this is not mentioned with the mainstream media. All what you hear about is Conservative and Labour. You don't hear about any other party like Reform. Reform is not getting a look in, because the woke BBC is so biased against it. They're just not going to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're just not going to advertise them. They're only advertising Conservative and Labour. And under Conservative or Labour, your food prices will rise a lot more than what they have done now. So be warned. So, like I said, is supermarkets ripping us off? Yes, they are. So, thank you for watching. If you've been here to the end, thank you for watching this video. It's, and if you have liked it, please give me a thumbs up. So please like the video, please subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell icon and hit all. That will let you know when I'm uploading another video. Please come back from time to time to make sure that you're still subscribed to me, because the YouTube algorithm has a nasty habit of unsubscribing people. I'm going to get a new algorithm next year in any case, so I'm going to have to be on my tippy toes. So please share the video to your friends and your family, and to other social media like X, what used to be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and Twitch. And also please use the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Catch you all later. Bye.